four of them. The leader was Mohammed Emwazi, aka Jihadi John, who was the man who appeared in the beheading videos. He was killed in an airstrike in 2015. And then there were three others, the two who were captured by the Kurds, Kotay and El-Sheikh. And there's a fourth who's been imprisoned in Turkey on terrorism charges.
And it's known what their particular roles were. Just describe to us what these four men were identified as doing for Islamic State.
Mr. Kotay was known to be exceptionally cruel, and he tortured people, including using electronic shock and waterboarding. He was also an Islamic State recruiter, and he was responsible for recruiting several UK nationals to the Islamic State. El-Sheikh also earned a reputation for being cruel and waterboarded, did mock executions and crucifixions while he was a Islamic State jailer.
And what do we know is going to happen to these two men? Clearly the British and the US authorities are involved in what might happen to them next.
My sources tell me that sending them to the military prison in Guantanamo Bay remains unlikely. The more likely scenario is the FBI and the Justice Department build criminal cases against them and charge them with a whole bunch of crimes and bring them back to the United States to face prosecution in either Virginia or New York.
That was Adam Goldman of the New York Times. We'll stay with Syria now because the American-led coalition has carried out a rare airstrike on Syrian pro-government troops in the east of the country, killing an estimated 100 fighters. Syria has accused the US-led coalition of war crimes. A heavily armed force had attacked a headquarters where US military personnel advising Syrian Democratic Forces, which are predominantly Kurdish. Syria has condemned it as a war crime, while Russia, the major supporter of the Assad government, accused the US of trying to seize assets in Syria. For more detail, I spoke to the US spokesman for the Combined Joint Task Force, Operation Inherent Resolve. His name's Colonel Ryan Dillon.
The coalition's partner force, the Syrian Democratic Forces, acted in self-defense with support from the coalition to defeat an unprovoked military action in eastern Syria late last night. Enemy forces initiated these hostilities with artillery, and then they maneuvered with tanks and supported by mortar fire in what appears to be a coordinated attack on our partner forces. We also had coalition members who were with these forces as a part of their advise and assist mission. And this attack happened and was launched from east of the Euphrates River, where we have established a deconfliction line where we typically work on the east